Hey folks, I am at Costco and we've got lots of things. And we're kind of in the season where spring stuff is starting to ramp down and summer stuff is starting to ramp up. So let's take a look around and see what we've got at my Bay Area local Costco. All right, we've got a lot of fruit trees. Now, these are not the bare roots anymore. It's a little too late, I think, for bare roots. So, citrus varieties, 35.99. Nice looking trees, nice healthy looking trees. They've got lemons and mandarins and navel oranges and limes. And oh, I love Caracara oranges. I don't have space. I'll just have to make space. Another thing that I want is kumquats. These are so yummy. I mean, they don't have any fruits, but they have those tiny little fruits, oval shaped fruits that you can just eat plain. They're delicious. Bear's lime, one of the best limes you can get. And, ooh, what is this? A Robellini palm trees. No, I don't want any palm trees. More trees over here. Japanese maple, 77.99. And they've got some large fruit trees, 14.99. That's actually a really good price. Cherries, peaches, apricots. These are large trees. These will probably fruit for you like in year two. And what is this? A pleached English laurel tree. Never heard of that. Heard of bay laurel. I don't know what an English laurel tree is. And going around the corner here, they've got for 26.99 assorted figs. And I'm looking to see what assortments there are. And they don't have labels on most of them, but I do see a brown turkey over here, which is the commonest fig you can grow. It's okay, I've got it, but nothing special about it. And of course, they've still got some camellias left if you want to grab some last minute camellias to put in your garden. I think it's kind of end of season to plant those as well. Oh, look at this, you guys. 83.99 for multi-budded 3 fruit trees. So these are called fruit salad trees, and basically what this is they are grafted. So you've got multiple different trees that are grafted onto the same plant. So in this one, for example, you will get 3 in 1. I don't know what these are. Looks like these are different kinds of stone fruits. 3 varieties of plum, maybe. Yeah, and these are nice large size trees as well. So if you're not into grafting, but you do want, you've got a small space and you do want to have multiple kinds of fruit trees, this is probably the way to go. Look at this. It's already fruiting. Lots of fruit. Over here, for $12.99, they've got a bunch of assorted ground covers. I don't know what these are, but I'm actually growing magic thyme this year as a ground cover, and someone told me, hey, why don't you grow it in flats? So that's what I did, and it's growing really nicely from seed. But yeah, they've got some decent varieties over here. Kind of looks like thyme, actually. Yeah, it is elfin thyme. These smell wonderful. When you walk on them, and they actually get lovely pretty flowers, those purple flowers. And over here, some more ground cover. What is this? Snow in summer. And these are, oops, better pick that up. These are early bird purple ice plant. I'm not a big fan of ice plant. They tend to grow a little bit invasively, but I guess that's what you want for a ground cover. You want to quickly have it cover up different large areas. Let's see, what's this? This one is blue fescue grass. Okay. And this one here is Angelina sedum. Sedums are great. They do require a bit of water though, so I don't know how they do as ground cover. Look here, you guys. We have tomatoes in Costco. This is Ace 55 Italian Aroma. They've got Celebrity Plus. This is a good one, actually. Big Beef. Quite a few very, I guess, popular varieties. That's what Costco goes for. Early Girl. This is a good one. This one will actually produce very, very quickly. A lot of these are F1 varieties, so they're disease resistant and things. Ace 55. I've grown this before, not very successfully. Maybe worth trying again. But yeah, the plants look nice. Nice, healthy plants. They're not too large. Good size to transplant. And of course, every year they bring back hydrangeas, 23.99. And I think these are some pretty standard varieties. What is this? I don't see any special name or anything, but these are the pink ones and the purple ones and the white ones. And depending on the pH level of the soil, they change either pink or blue. I think blue is when your soil is acidic, and pink is when your soil is more alkaline. That's why I get mostly pink blooms whenever I try. Some more palms. These are sago palms. These are 23.99. Going around the corner here, they still have a few bulbs. I don't know whether it's too late for bulbs. These may be just what didn't get sold yet. So yeah, maybe elephant here actually you can plant now very successfully. Yeah, see, when you've got this 12.97 thing, that usually means it's on sale, so they're just trying to get rid of it. And ooh, Colancho. I think this is Colancho. Yeah. I am going to try and grow these. It's not from Costco. I've got friends who are going to give me cuttings. Apparently, they're really easy to propagate, but these come in a variety of colors and they last year over year. So, yeah, beautiful red color though. And calla lilies, yellow. I've got the white, and the white grows really well for me, but I've tried these other colors and I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to take care of them, but they don't ever seem to come back for me. 18.99. Feels expensive. Oh, they've got daylilies over here. No, these are not azaleas. I don't know where the azaleas are, but the daylilies are looking gorgeous. And then more callas, more callas. And then over here they've got some lovely blooming peony plants. Now, I have never tried to grow peonies because I understand that they require specific conditions. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they don't grow that easily in my part of the world. These bedding plants, $11.99, but guys, at least where I am in the Bay Area, it's pretty much end of season for them. So you can even tell from the way they're all so droopy. So I wouldn't get them now. Gerbera daisies, on the other hand, I don't know, maybe. Some more ground cover here. What is this? Looks like ivy. Yep, Algerian ivy. Why would anyone want to plant ivy as a ground cover? Gosh, so invasive. Don't know about this variety, but most ivy is. We've got strawberry baskets for $19.99. Thing that I don't like about these baskets, at least I don't know whether they do it anymore, but they never put the name of the strawberry on it. And if you don't know what variety it is, then how do you know how to take care of it? It really should put what variety these strawberries are. So that's all from the plants perspective. They've got potting soil and weed killer and all the usual stuff that they have pretty much well into the season. But that's all plants, and it'll start to taper off even more and more as the season progresses. But Costco sells really good spring plants, so yeah, if depending on where you are, probably got a good selection still left to choose from. And look, the Miracle Grow potting mix is on sale. I'd probably get a few bags to fill up my new planter. That's actually a really good price. And I know some of you may not like Miracle Grow, but I have had great success growing in it. So yeah, give it a shot. I think it'll do well in planters. I've got my green stalks. I definitely have to add perlite because it does not contain any perlite. It is too dense. But yeah, for at least 3 or 4 months or so, it's got enough fertilizer, and it also has that moisture control stuff. It does tend to hold on to moisture a little bit better than other potting mixes. So this is a good, I guess, economy brand if you don't want to spend too much money. And if you don't have any hang-ups about the company, I know some people do. So choice is yours, of course. But I've used this with great success. Got these plant caddies now. I know that these are actually supposed to be pretty sturdy, and let me see what the weight is. Yeah, it's supposed to hold up to 350 pounds, but I've heard from people that have used these for like their green stock planters and say that these are no good. If you look at the wheels, they're really flimsy. So Yeah, save your money, buy the green stock movers and spinners, and the spinner with wheels, actually. That's my favorite product. But yeah, probably not these for your green stock planters. I bought a few of these actually based on the recommendation of a friend of mine. I bought it last year. Don't know how they last, but she says it's been lasting her for years and years and years. It's 25.99. I've seen them go on sale. So if you're interested in these tall planters, this may be something to look into. These actually have kind of a stand thing that you can use so that you don't have to fill up the entire thing with soil. Can't lift it one-handed, but yeah, in between there's like a level that you can put, and I usually just put a pot with a black plastic 5 gallon pot with some plant in it, and then I kind of switch that out during the course of the year. So I've always got something blooming in there. So I've got daffodils in them right now, and I'll switch it out for, I think, I'm going to be putting coleus in it for the rest of the season. Yeah, see, gardening stuff is starting to go on sale. This is a concrete planter, so that's pretty sturdy. And 39.99 from the original price of almost $50, which I think is a good price for a solid planter. If it's concrete, it's gonna last you pretty much forever. For 29.99, these ceramic planters are really gorgeous. I just worry that I will break them, you know. I'm so rough with stuff, be dragging it around in a cart and it will fall over and break. So, but my goodness, I love the sheen. And potted plants would look, blooms, flowering plants would look so great in a planter like this. I don't know. If it goes on sale, I'm definitely getting it. Looky, Sluggo Plus is on sale. I use these. This is one of the few pest control things that I use in the garden, especially for my young seedlings, because it takes care of earwigs and these guys, roly-polies. Oh my gosh. I don't have much of a problem with snails and slugs, but I do have a problem with roly-polies and earwigs. And the Sluggo Plus, you don't want to get just Sluggo because Sluggo is mainly for slugs, but Sluggo Plus takes care of these guys. So depending on your critter, get the lowest fertilizer that you can get. You don't want something that kills every single thing. These are not yet on sale. This is, I actually have had good luck with this. This is mostly alfalfa pellets, but they've got a few other things as well. So this is actually a pretty decent fertilizer. And then they've got weed and feed. I don't like getting any of these. I don't have much of a lawn, but I tried to take care of my weeds myself without putting anything chemical on it. Lawn food. Oh, by the way, lawn food, I think this is just fertilizer. It's a high nitrogen fertilizer, I think. Let me just look. Yeah, so it's got like 32% nitrogen, 4% potash, and then it's got sulfur, iron, a few other things. So if you have iron deficiencies, serious iron deficiencies, you might want to think about adding something like this. This is kelp meal, worm castings, and then they've got other things as well. I don't know how it's made. I don't know whether it's organic. I don't think it is actually. But yeah, it's. I use these things when I've got a serious deficiency. Otherwise, I just use some milder, gentler fertilizer. Usually stuff that I've got at home, like worm casting tea and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed looking at what we've got here in California, Northern California Bay Area Costco. I think of everything, my favorite was this fruit salad tree because especially for gardeners that don't have a lot of space but want to grow fruit trees, you can get 3 different kinds of fruits from one tree. Sounds pretty cool, isn't it? So check it out and let me know what's going on in your Costco, your local Costco. I'd love to know.